New day, new hunt. Nice, smelly park. Lots of flowers around here. So far, I'm out with Digging Canada again and Cashmall. So far, Cashmall got some older pennies. I got an US clad dime. Couldn't read the date on this. I got this bent out of shape wheatie. Let's see what year it is, if I can get the year. Well, I can see it's a wheatie. This side's a little better. Let's see if we can get the year. 1948. Good signs. Alright, see you on the next. Alright, so that's the second day of hunting. I got a few hours. I went out with Cashmall and Digging Canada yesterday and didn't really get much. So maybe when I'm alone things work out better. Let's see what that is. It looks silverish. It looks like a dime. By that large tree. The park looks reworked, but I found 67 pennies so far. This is maybe my fourth signal. It looks like silver. More modern, but I'll take that after the day of no silver. Let's see the date on this. Conditions are pretty dry. It's younger Elizabeth right there. I think. Let me take a quick look here. It appears to be 1958. I'll see you on the next good signal. Alright, switched sides. That side didn't produce too much. Most of the ground was reworked. I guess the dime by the tree was my lucky dime. I'm at this new side. Older trees. Don't see the roots much. Got the decent sign to start. A wheatie. So I think it's 1950 Denver. Okay, maybe something here. Let's see. That wasn't too shallow, about 5 inches down. But let's see. See you on the next. Alright, just another target. Only maybe 2.5 inches down. What's with the rosies? Modern rosies. I got 3 yesterday and another one today. That makes it 4 for 2 days. Let's see the date on this little bugger. Maybe it can help me date the grant. I think it's 1970. Alright, not too bad. See you on the next one. Alright, I went back to one of my past producers, Shekel Park. I found nearby, I found George Quarter. I got this signal, a little bit like a bottle cap, but it was deeper, so I decided to give it a try. It's nice condition. Okay, let's see what year is this. from the 50s. I can't see, there's dirt covering their last number. I think 52. No, can be 52. Maybe 7. I'll wash it out. I'll show it on the wrap-up. So I got my silver number 50. Big number. Big number. Alright, silver number 50 for the year. I got maybe half an hour more. Maybe I can squeeze a third one from this spot. Alright, that was what, about 5 inches down. Another one of those erratic signals. A bullet. I don't know how old this thing is. Been sitting in the ground for a while, judging from the green. Cool. See you on the next one. Greetings from 9 to Finder. I'm in the cottage country, detecting campgrounds, and got my first decent signal after a few bottle caps signal, and I'm following this little pathway in the woods, and my first signal looks pretty decent. It's George the 6th. It's only about 3 inches down, maybe 2. Let's see the year on this little bugger. 1942. So hopefully this place is not fully detected, and I can find more of these. I'll see you on the next good target. Alright, I'm continuing on the pathway. I found this second target, stainless steel spoon, made in Taiwan. Obviously not the oldest thing, but my third target, ringing a little low, like a zinc penny. But that's apparently how they usually ring. I don't get a lot of them. I only got 3 of those. I actually got more large pennies than those 20s, 30s pennies. But this is one of those. Might be difficult to get the year, but this is definitely one of the George V small pennies. I'll see you on the next good target. Awesome. Alright, almost got my detector wet. Big rain. Hiding under the shed. I don't know if you can hear me. There's a lot of rain noise. Well, hopefully it stops soon. I can detect it again. But this is too much to go around, especially with my detector, which is not waterproof. I'll see you on the next. Alright, I've been wandering the area of the campgrounds, doing little clear areas, meadow-like areas. Nothing really much modern pennies. This is my first decent thing. Appears to be a bullet. Alright, can't really see what it says there. Eight millimeters. There's something else, but I can't make it out. That's cool. Hopefully I can still get some coins. I might go back to the woodsy areas, because I think this meadowy areas were were hit before, so they might have not just pulled that, but I'm not seeing much. So until the next. Seems to be a lot of shooting going on here. Another bullet, I think it's the same as the last one. 8mm. Or I should say a shell, not a bullet. Lying down fairly shallow in the dirt. Alright, I'll see you on the next. I'm at this park downtown Toronto, at the busy street. I think a lot of the ground was added. I found an 61 Elizabeth penny by the tree. Now I got the George penny. Let's see what year it is. It's looks a little toasty. I think it's 40s. I'll wash it and I'll clean it up and I'll see what I can get. I'll see you on the next. Alright, so noisy here. I can't hear my pinpointer. I got the George 6 penny on the other side of the tree. About 3 inches down. A little bit between the roots, but not too bad. Looks like silver. Well, not the very old. Maybe it's Georgie. Let's see. No, it's Elizabeth. I'll let you watch the dirt, and I'm gonna try to check for the date. Alright, I think it's 1964, so towards the end of the silver. Hold on, is this silver? Maybe it's just 1980s. It's either 8 or 4. A little bit too shiny for silver. I'm gonna wash it out and check it. I hope this is 64. 84 would have been a little bit more dull, hopefully. Okay, I'll see you on the next. Alright guys, I've been to the I changed the parks, got the George VI penny, been bouncing around. Shallow signal looks interesting. I don't know what that is yet. Maybe an old coin. Very shallow though. Pounds. It's a 2 pound coin. I've never seen this one yet. I don't know how old that is. Well, it's Elizabeth on the picture, so can't be that old. Well, another first. Cool. Alright, time for a wrap up now. So a few hands here. Out on the first napkin, it's the stuff I went to the cottage country and detected campgrounds / park. I meant first year detectorist over there, Bruce, which I chatted with. We might wind up detecting that park together one day, who knows. Actually, Bruce, congratulations again for your gold ring, which he found apparently right after I left the park. So sometimes it pays to dig out those pull tabs, which I do depending on the spot sometimes, and so far no gold. So this was actually more chronologically first hand. This is before the campgrounds and a little bit of after the campgrounds. So there's really one full day hunt here with which I did with Digging Canada and Cashmore, and went out for a couple hours the next day, and I think few hours, probably 2 to 3 hours another day, hitting 2 to 3 park each day, more of the recon type of, a lot of recon included in this. With Cashmore and Digging Canada we hit 2 parks. None of us did particularly well. I think Cashmore got a dime, silver dime from the 50s, and Digging Canada got a dime of similar age as well, and couple small rings. I unfortunately did the worst of the three of us. I did not pull out any silvers that day. I think I got a couple Wheaties and Georgies, and that was it. That's why I was eager to get out the next day, hoping to make up for this and get a better average. And in a short hunt, I hit 2 parks, one new very slow parquet. I just checked few spots there, and I got this 1959 out of there, and went to my shekel park to finish things up, and got the 1956 dime. This 1968 I got on a short hunt yesterday, checking out a new small parquet again. Got a what else did I get? I got a nice modern spill quarter, nickel and a dime, and I think there were probably like 8 pennies in that spill. In another park that looks promising, and maybe I'll go back there again. There's some large trees around. Looks like 50s park, but it could hide some older stuff. This was quite a big hunt, or hunts for US dimes. I pulled 4 of them, all in separate holes. Got 4 4 George pennies. One a little toasty, I can't really figure out the date. I don't want to over clean it. 45, 50 and 44. Wheaties, got 5 Wheaties. 41, 48, 50D, another 45 and 42. Not another 45, I didn't get 45 there, but I got a bunch of 50s, 60s Elizabeth pennies. What is it? 5, 12 of them. So, and obviously I dug a whole bunch of shallower targets, which turn out to be the pennies. Especially when you assess parks, you dig those things. That's pennies from up north at the Cottage Country Campgrounds. Couple dog tags. This weird little thing, I have no idea what that is. And this was curious. This is really small. I dug a hole about 5 inches, 4 to 5 inches down. This was giving me a decent enough signal to dig out, and I thought I'm not getting anything, but I managed to pinpoint this little thing. So my detector seems to be pretty good at finding small stuff that's at medium depth. So Cottage Country Campgrounds / park did a little bit of the water detecting there as well. So this place goes back to late 1800s, but as I learned from Bruce, and I suspected that already, it was heavily detected by local detectorist club, or a detectorist club from a nearby city. So I still managed to pull something out of there. There wasn't really a lot of high tones there. So basically that's why I dug even every penny. So I managed to get few George VI pennies, 3 of them. I got 4 Wheaties, the earliest one 38, 56, 45, 46. George pennies were 46, 52 and 48. I got in the water, I got this what appears to be a calfling. It's difficult to find out how old it is. This little pen, air clip, and a weight, and got a couple bullets, 8 millimeter Dominion. This one's marked, and the other one, I don't think it was marked. Appears to be pretty much the same size, so and shape. I'm not an expert on bullets, but anyway, this little pull-tight thing, button, which I think is just modern button. It's not focusing really well. Okay, and a small little leftover from a spade, and I think my best finds were those two 1920 George V pennies. All right. Okay, so strangely enough, they're both the same year. I think this one's in a little bit better shape. Well, too bad, not on this side. Too bad they weren't a year older. They would have been a largie, but they're still pretty hard to find in general, so I was pretty happy about that. And maybe I'll try that again when I'm up there, the area. Maybe I can get lucky and hit some more older coins. There should be some largies there, and maybe even early silvers, maybe that got missed by somebody. So good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you on the next. Thanks for watching.